Valentine's Day the worst, they got too many to please. I probably have a pink pill.
Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Nico that Chico. This is the first episode of my Zoom podcast, and I got Simon with me today.
What's up? My name is Simon. So I used to go to Cornell University, graduated, now live in Alabama. I'm going to join, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. I'm looking forward to it. So
Today I'm just gonna be. First of all, we're talking about a lot of shit, but we're first gonna be talking about how Valentine's Day is just a fucking scam, bro. You know what I mean?
No, it really is. This Valentine's Day was probably the saddest Valentine's I've had in a long time. I did break up with my ex a while ago, so I felt kind of lonely. But I really think it's a scam because whether you have a Valentine's or not, Valentine's Day can be, not the best of days. Let's say when you are with someone, you might post on social media and act like it's the best day ever, giving them flowers and candies and all that. But in reality, relationships are up and down, right? And I think, especially on social media, clouded up into how Valentine's is the best day ever, and it's all about love. But really, I think a relationship has a lot more downs than ups. You know what I mean? So I just don't like how they try to push this, especially in society, this narrative that Valentine's Day is such a beautiful day and it's it's all about love and stuff. When really people in relationships are miserable half the time. You know what I mean?
No, that is. That's why they half them shits more than half of them shits end. You know what I mean? Because no matter what people post on social media, they might be smiling and happy, all up on the gram, but in reality, a lot of these couples on the brink of fucking imploding and shit.
Exactly.
Both of my last two relationships ended right before Valentine's Day.
Right.
For that first one, bro, I was in my bag, son. That shit, bro, I was depressed as a motherfucker. I'm not even though last year though, I wasn't I broke up with my ex really right before that shit. But I was just in my bag because I kind of felt bad about breaking up with her. But I'm not gonna lie, I was still kind of satisfied being single. I have no idea she gonna watch this shit, but
and the thing is, on Valentine's, a lot of whether it's female or male, mostly the females, they have a lot of high expectations, right? They might expect you to have a room full of candles and lights and flowers and just over the top expectations, because you always see these celebs and stuff putting out giving their girls amazing gifts and just all this extra stuff, you know what I mean? When really I just think it's supposed to be a day of love. So I don't like that idea of, you have to give so much to the significant other, and just it's just more of a drainage in terms of your pockets, right? You're just giving away money, spending a lot of dates and all this, but really it should just be about the quality of the relationship. So
the thing is not even just celebrities. It's they see their friends and shit having fucking fancy dinners, getting fucking Birkin bags and all that shit. And they're expecting, but you just get flowers and chocolate. They think you a scrub.
Exactly.
But I'm not mad dudes be just buying shit last minute. I got some of my boys be doing that shit. I see mad in around my block. This was vendors selling fucking on Monday they were selling fucking chocolates and fucking teddy bears and with flowers and shit. It was a lot of dudes again last minute fucking Valentine's Day gifts for their girls. So bro, it's just the I don't know. I feel people it's kind of expected to you have to do all this shit. But honestly, I feel you should just be doing shit every day to show your girl that you appreciate her type shit. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I don't think it should just be one day you go all out. I think you should just be doing shit to show you appreciate them every single day.
Just I think Valentine's Day should be every day, right? You should be showing love other every day, not just Valentine's Day. And then also another thing is, a lot of couples do break up during the Valentine's Day or around that time period too.
Nah, but no, but the thing is, a lot of times people just be they just extend their relationship to March and shit, just so they don't have to. So just so they can have a Valentine's Day post on social media, be yo, I love my boo. It's not kiss faces and all this lovey-dovey shit. But in reality, these motherfuckers hate each other. Like they want to like stab each other in the fucking neck type shit. But like they like like they're over it. But like bro, they'll like wait another like couple weeks or like a month just so they can like brag on social media like, oh, I'm in a relationship. I'm so happy. When in reality, nah,
But
at the end, you know what I mean?
you never know if you're significant. Like I'm guarantee you there are relationships on Valentine's Day where the significant other is probably cheating behind your back. You know what I mean? And you have no idea. Yeah, I think just Valentine's Day in general should not even be a holiday in general.
Nah, somebody like no, there's some, but there's probably some like some people like nah, they like get like they be like smashing somebody else, and then like they go on the way home, like they like grab the fucking teddy bear and flowers and be like happy Valentine's Day, boo, and then like fucking act all lovey dovey like on some like fake shit. But like nah, they got some like hoes on the side though. Like no, but if you want to know the history of this shit, it's honestly kind of like fucked up. Like originally, like this shit was like started like it was called like it was like a pagan holiday from like ancient Rome. It was called like Lupercalia or some shit like that. And like it was literally just like celebrating like the god of fertility. Like I don't really remember like what her name is or whatever, but like one of the practices they did was like they like with like men like whipped women with like fucking like bloody like animal pelts just so they can like make because they thought it would make them like more fertile. And then just later on, like around like the 1300s and shit, like this like priest, like I think there's a bunch of priests in like Saint Valentine or some shit like that, and like they was illegally like marrying people. Like I don't know the reason why they were it was illegal, but they were just like marrying people on the low. And then like a few hundred years later, like people kind of took that like folklore and shit and tried to like commercialize it by making those heart-shaped candies, the chocolates and all that shit, like with the idea of Cupid and all that. And they just started selling it. And then now corporations just took it up and just like use it as a way to like sell like a love as like I guess like a false hope of love. Because everyone knows that's like something that most humans want. So like they just sell the hope of that. So like people be grinding their bread. Because the thing is like most men don't even like fuck with that shit, but like they're gonna spend the money because like most women do, and they want to be like showered with gifts and like all the, like love and affection and shit. So that causes men to have to like empty their pockets, bro, during that day.
Exactly. You bring that up.
I can guarantee you, there's so many fights that happen between couples just on Valentine's Day because like your gift was like not good enough and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I like that you bring it up. I feel like now Valentine's Day, especially like recently, like within the past few decades, centuries, it's been more of like a business type of thing. It's improving the economy of the US a lot, but it's more about money because you see all these businesses, you know, profiting off young, you know, adolescents, purchasing, you know, like chocolates and flowers and gift cards and, you know, all this extra stuff. So I don't like that idea of how it's, you know, like the US tries to promote products and stuff for Valentine's Day instead of focusing on love itself. And I think there are a lot of fights during Valentine's Day too, because if let's say the woman doesn't have what she wants or she doesn't get what she expects, then, you know, that's how, you know, relationships end. And I think that's why Valentine's Day actually has like, it's one of the few days that has the most breakups because there's expectations are so high and a lot of them, you know, most of the time can't even get fulfilled. So yeah, that's why
not getting shorty the Birkin, it's not working. You know what I mean? but like, honestly, I'm just like playing around. But like, nah, a lot of like people, especially men, they kind of fuck up with the Valentine's Day gifts, and like, bro, like a lot of like girls will break up with them over that shit. So like, I don't know, it causes a lot of trouble. Like whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship, that shit like just like fucks with everybody. Like the day is fucking trash for like for everybody involved.
everyone.
Yeah, like
See, this year for me, I'm not gonna lie, it was terrible, bro. Because like you just have all these flashbacks and memories of, you know, past relationships, and it just sucks. You know what I mean? But yeah, whether when I was in a relationship or not, I was always stressed on Valentine's Day. So yeah, I just hate Valentine's Day, man. I'm sorry. It's like one of my least favorite days. It's like one of the worst days in the whole academic year, in my opinion.
I'm not gonna lie, like that shit. Like honestly, like I always like hate this shit, but like this year it's honestly not as bad because it's like the most like satisfied I have been like being single, just because. Yeah, nah, dead ass. Just like because I'm like trying to focus on my like own like shit. Like I'm not really like worried about like being in a relationship now, and I also like I don't know, like and I also like I still want to like I'm kind of taking time for myself to just like improve and just like get my bag and shit before like I jump into something else. Like,
I think you should focus on yourself. Then
yeah, not that.
stuff. Like at the end of the day, man, just focus on you. Because like that time will come. But and plus, if she's not gonna be my wife, why spend that cash on her? You know what I mean?
Nah,
So
like, bro, cause like, bro, all these fucking dates be expensive as fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, dead ass. I agree. Yeah, man. I think it's just awful, in my opinion.
nah, cause like, cause I know the thing is, like, cause you be like spending money like all every time you be going out and shit, and like, you gotta make sure it's worth it. Like, is any wasting your time and money? Like, bro, like the other week, like dead ass spent like I remember I spent like over $100 on this fucking hookah place, and this shit was trash. Like the place was hot as hell, musty. I couldn't breathe because you combine fucking nicotine with a cramped, hot ass room with loud music, bro. I feel like I'm gonna pass the fuck out.
Disaster.
Like I had to be like, yo, let's get out of here. I want to get some fresh air, because bro, like I feel like I was gonna pass out. Then, bro, that's mad money, bro. Like nah. I don't even get it. Why these fucking hookah places be doing that? Like, nicotine already dehydrates you in a hot, sweaty room full of people, like fucking like shoulder to shoulder type shit. Like, bro, it's like that's like a disaster waiting to happen. That's probably a fire hazard, honestly. Like,
Was the food busting or not?
no, I ain't eat the food there, bro. Like the food's so fucking overpriced in these places and usually mid as fuck. So I ain't finna pay for that shit, nah. Bro, I'm already spending money on like the fucking fancy hookah with the fucking, the ones with the fucking like ice hose. I fucking got that shit. Feel that hole too, like, cause I got some like trash ass mint flavor. So I was like, nah, I can't. This just tastes like a fucking jewel, like straight up nicotine, bro. I want to taste like a fruity flavors, cause that's what I like with my hookah. So I had to switch that shit up to watermelon, bro. And that shit was busting, but like, bro, I couldn't even enjoy it because I was melting in this motherfucker, bro. Like, I know it's like winter and shit, but damn, like, you don't have to fucking turn the heat all the way up. Like, goddamn, it's not
There was like a whole desert. You know what I mean? Shit was hot.
not like. The thing is different. Like, I don't know, cause you've been to clubs. We've been to clubs where this shit is like hot as fucking musty, but like it's different when you fucking just inhaling fucking nicotine, like, because that already dehydrates you and shit. Like,
It really does. I remember that one time when we went to Vegas a couple months back. We went to that club and we were collecting all that stripper money.
oh, nah. Like, all these motherfuckers in VIP were making it rain like singles, and bro, I swear I like collected fucking like $60 worth of singles. It was from like fucking catching shit in the air. It was like a fucking arcade game type shit. Like,
who was that rapper that performed? Forgot his name.
oh, fucking 24K Golden. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, that was crazy. I had a good time. I'm not gonna lie, but that was.
I ain't gonna lie, I was getting lit to his shit because like, bro, like he's famous and he's like, I was able to fucking touch him type shit. But I'm not gonna lie, that fucking saw mood. Like that shit is mad annoying. It's like, why are you always in a mood? Like that bullshit. Like
I was like, why all the rappers in Vegas you have to get this trash ass nigga? You know what I mean? But
not for real.
he didn't do that bad. But I'd rather have someone like a J. Cole or someone that's actually known that can actually rap.
Nah, but like I ain't gonna lie, I use that fucking money I collected to like gamble after, and also I fucking got myself like drinks and shit, like because the drinks are fucking $16 and shit. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna get me some of that. I got myself a fucking like Cuban cigar in the fucking bathroom too. Like, bro, they did sell cigars in the bathroom.
The bathroom. Why there were like people in suits in the bathroom, like offering cigars and shit. Like it was the most luxurious bathroom I've ever been in my life. It was insane, and the party was good. I think it was called Draya's like nightclub or something. But
oh yeah,
it was really nice. There was a lot of good women in there. I had a great time. The music was amazing. I just loved Vegas overall. But like, yeah, it was really good. But yeah, it was insane. I had a lot of shots too, man. I was drunk. I was, going crazy up in there, dancing, grinding on girls and everything. But
Wait, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm going back to that fucking bathroom thing. Like if they didn't have cigars and shit, like otherwise the whole idea of it, I kind of feel weird if some like dude is just fucking standing there while I'm like pissing or something. You know what I mean? I feel like he's invading my privacy. He's like, yo, like I really don't need. Like, I don't know. I fuck with the cigars, but like, bro, I don't need you to give me like fucking cologne and all this like shit and mints. You know what I mean? Like, I much rather have you not there than like fucking just like you just standing there while I'm taking a piss or something. Like,
it was kind of, bro, I was laughing. I was like, bro, in the bathroom for 2 hours, handing out cigars and cologne. Like, you don't see that at any club, bro. But I was taking a piss too, and I just peep in my eye. I see the guy there just handing shit out. I'm like, what are you doing? Why in the bathroom too? They could have done it next to the bar. You know what I mean? On the on stage, but they decided to do all this shit in the bathroom. It was weird, but I had a great time. And Vegas was actually really special because I didn't even notice, but like everyone outside is drunk. You know what I mean? The cops can't do shit. You know what I mean? I wish it was like
the big ass like.
Yeah, we had those daiquiris. That was the best, man. Used to mix it with a bunch of drinks, and that actually got me like lit. Like I felt like I was high as hell. And then we went to that one
Dispensary.
sweet, yeah. So they had a lot of goods over there, a lot of edibles and all that. I swear to God, the one that we took, that dosage was a lot more than what it said it was. Because I was knocked, bro. I could not remember shit, bro. that edible fucked me up like real bad. You know what I mean? So
Nah, that shit like probably had you like fucking like have an out of body experience type shit. Like,
yeah, bro. Dude, I was tweaking the whole time.
I can't believe that like I fucking went on like that roller coaster and one of the casinos, like New York casino. Like they fucking had a roller coaster. I was like peak high when I went on that shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, like that shit made it more lit. I'm not gonna lie, like some points I thought I was gonna like die, bro. Like I was like, I thought I was gonna fall off that hole. Like
Exactly. I thought I was gonna bomb it too, bro. Cause it went loop de loop de loop de loop like 3 times. And I was like, yo, calm down, bro. And we just ate too. So I was like, oh no, I'm gonna throw up.
nah, like I like bodied that fucking buffet, bro.
You did. Bro, you ate so much.
No, but I had to because I took the edible, bro, and then like I was chilling, and all of a sudden this shit just fucking hit me, and I was like it just hit me like so regular. Like, because the thing like we take edibles, that shit just like it just fucking hits you randomly. It's not like with like other shit where you just feel it like right away, or like you gradually just get more high. But like
I think it affects people differently. Cause like for me, I got hit by that edible real hard. Like I could not control myself, but you could deal with it better. So I feel like you have a higher tolerance. You know what I mean? I think some people have higher tolerances than other people. But yeah, man, I was like tweaking the whole time. I couldn't do anything. I could barely even stand. I was just like, I was tweaking. I was gone. But you handled it pretty well. So
no, because I be like the thing, I be smoking a lot, bro. Like I've been smoking since I was like probably 16 or some shit. So it's just like, but like, but also, but the things I don't even like, I don't really be fucking with edibles as much, just because like I can't really control it. Like I have to like plan for that shit. Like I have to be knowing I'm taking that shit before I like commit to it. Cause like I don't know how that shit's gonna like hit me or affect me.
so you prefer over edibles, right? Or weed?
Yeah, not dead ass, bro. Like it's like I can control if I just smoke like regular herb and shit. You know what I mean? Like I just fucking because what if you're starting to feel too high, you can just like stop. And also it's not as much as once. And because also when you like just eat it, like it like it's like taking a different drug pretty much. Like edibles versus smoking. Like
Talk about that strip club that we went to.
oh yeah, I like talked about this shit on my stand-up special. Like, bro, you can follow me at Nico Chico, yo, check that shit out. But yeah, but like, nah, it was so weird when I first walked in there because like they were like fucking like of middle-aged fucking people just like chilling there. Like a lot of middle-aged men were just like sitting there fucking like wearing their slacks and like polos and shit. Like, and then they just had that shit tucked in. And they were like fucking just like, they're just fucking nodding.
Yeah.
He's like, he's a tip Sapphire fucking put in like fucking like $20 like down a G-string, bro.
Remember that one stripper? I think her name was Nikita, and she like came up to you and she was really trying to get you to smash. Remember that?
Oh wait, no, it wasn't Nikita. No, it was fucking Foxy, bro. I remember it distinctly.
That from hey, you know, I always think about Nikita Dragon. Oh, I'm gay. Fuck that.
No, she was like, no, she was like Russian and shit, and she was trying to be like, she was like hitting fake him because honestly, none of them are fucking with us because we were like looked young and looked like we didn't got no money and shit. But like, she was the only one that went up to me, and she was like all trying to be all flirty, like touching my hair and like my chest and shit, like trying to be all seductive, be like, my name is Foxy. Where are you from?
Yeah, she had that nice accent.
She had that fucking like Russian ass accent. She's like, my name is Foxy. Where are you from? Dracula, like that type shit. But and she was like, and I don't know. I said I was Colombian and stuff, and she was like, ooh, that's why you're so sexy. She was like fucking touching my. She was like this, like all doing all like touching me and shit. She's like, do you want to go to private room? And I was like, nah, because bro, like, who knows how much that shit will cost? You know what I mean? Like, I'll go back in there and it'll be like, oh, $200. A split on dick for $200. You know what I mean? Like,
want to empty your pockets.
and also, bro, I don't trust, bro. I don't know where the fuck she been. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get fucking herpes and shit because that shit like is fucking luggage, bro. You like carry that shit for the rest of your life.
Yes, bro. Tragic.
I wasn't trying to fuck with that. Like,
You would have got herpes. Think about that. It's not worth
yeah,
it.
nah. I'm not like, it was mad funny though.
Yeah. People like go to Vegas though. If you ever go to a strip club, it doesn't matter how good you look, because let's say we're both pretty good looking dudes.
Yeah.
I have money, man, and we have money too. But you gotta dress like it. Wear a suit. That's a tip I have. Some type of shades. Just dress nice. You know what I mean? Act like the boss. Or just be white. You know what I mean? And so,
Nah, like, bro, just because there's mad like middle-aged white men in there, and like, bro, like most people just assume you got money if you're a middle-aged white man, bro. So like they were going up all up on them, bro. Like, but honestly, it was weird because it was honestly just like some middle-aged like white family just fucking just like chilling there, bro. Like, it was like fucking, like, it was like a couple like husband and wife type shit. I was like, yo, like, why the fuck are you here? Like,
I was shocked. I was like, why is there a family in a strip club out of all places? Like, it made no sense.
like, bro, like, I would not want to go here with my fucking like wife. You know what I mean?
I feel like, and also if you go to Vegas, you gotta be single, man. You can't go with a girl. That's like the worst thing you can do. Cause like,
Or you have to go like or you have to, if it's like a bachelor party type shit, it's valid. But like, you can't be just going like when you with your fucking girl. That's like be the worst trip ever. Like, you couldn't go to no strip club. You can't even go to the club. I mean, you could, but like that's just gonna be trash because she's gonna be like right next to you the whole time. Like,
oh god. Well, I gotta pick. You remember this? Watch out. 1 second.
oh, is it what I think it is?
Bro, this is golden.
Was it the shit with like the fucking like her ass showing like in the fucking like strip? Yo. No, they got one for you too.
They got
You gotta show that shit too.
that video.
Oh,
It's funny that they made us pay for it too, and that's me right there, bro. Hey, please take a think of that. That was embarrassing as fuck.
but like, if my shit showed you guys. No, that shit got showed too, bro. Like, nah, like.
Because we were both like high and drunk as fuck, bro. We had no idea what we were doing, but this shit is crazy, man. But hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. They looked pretty good. They were hot, bro.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. I would never trust that in a day of my life. You know what I mean? Like,
and you know what's crazy? She smacked both of our asses too.
no, she smacked her ass with she had like a fucking whip type shit. She just did it like random. She's like.
But going back to Valentine's Day, I also think it's really important to address the fact that, yeah, I think Valentine's Day has lost its meaning. You know what I mean? Because it's more about what you can show people now on social media, like who has the best Valentine's Day versus who has the best type of relationship. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
Because you see all these, stories on people's, Snapchat and Instagram, and you think, oh, like that's their relationship must be amazing and beautiful. But behind closed doors, we don't know what's going on in that relationship. That's why I just want to make sure. I just want to tell you guys that, because I've been in a relationship for, I've been in multiple relationships, and I can tell you one thing, that Valentine's Day is literally one of the fakest days. Like besides Valentine's Day, our everyday relationship is what matters, not that day. So
no, that's facts. You see, I feel like the people that have to be showing off on social media about the relationship, I feel like that should be the most fucked up. I feel that should be the most fucked up behind closed doors. You know what I mean? And also I get honestly, I feel like most of the time when you be flexing your relationship all the time on social media, I feel like you either try to overcompensate for it not being actually that good, or you're just inexperienced and shit, and you're just geeked about being in a relationship. So he's gonna keep posting that shit, be like, look at me, I have a girl. You know what I mean? Look at me, I got a boyfriend. You know what I mean?
More about attention and validation from people than actually celebrating love and affection. That's what I think.
Nah, I don't know. It's just I never, but I'm not gonna lie. I honestly never thought this shit really had real meaning. I thought it was always kind of bullshit. I feel like the whole thing. I feel like the whole thing was just always a ploy to make money and drive the economy. Because just the fucking heart-shaped candies make 100 people spend 145 million a year on that shit. On the fucking chocolates, flowers and shit, that shit's billions of dollars a year. Just on for one fucking day, bro. One fucking day. Bro, but things I ain't gonna hate because it drives the economy and it gives people jobs and stuff. As it gives as an industry, people can make money, employ people and shit. But it's all bullshit though. It doesn't really have the meaning behind it. It's bullshit. And how the media portrays it is just I don't know. It makes it seem everything is just smooth. It's the whole romantic comedy cliche shit.
I agree with that, man. So let's talk about we'll talk about Tinder. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah. I could keep going on about this shit, but
I'm about to eat, bro. I'm hungry as fuck.
What is this shit?
Fucking Sonic. Hey, stop the recording. I'm gonna eat, bro.
I bet. What is that shit? Is that fucking Sonic? I don't think I've had that shit before.
Sonic, bro. Because everything is closed right now, so I'm eating. It's not healthy, but I'm gonna eat this shit.
Yo, honestly, should I actually just keep this shit or no?
Recording, yeah. Keep this shit.
Bet. No, what did I mean to say? No, you were talking about fucking. No, I was still talking about Valentine's Day, but yeah, no, that no, it's just the whole romantic comedy cliche, which is just so stupid. Because also I feel it makes you think it gives people a false idea of how relationships work. Because it just shows the meet cute type of shit, then the little friction in the middle towards the end. Then it shows everything be happily ever after. But the thing is once they get married and shit, but in reality, that's not how that shit works. Bro, when you get being married, it's not the happily ever after. It's actually just the beginning, bro. You gotta keep that shit running. You know what I mean? Because bro, there's gonna be so much ups and downs, and honestly more downs than ups. But it's up to you how much work you're really willing to put into and whether you feel it's worth it to make that shit work. You know what I mean? But they don't really show that to you on TV. So people get all fucked up when they actually fucking do this shit and it's not as smooth as it looks on TV.
It's really not. Especially what you see on TV and Instagram. Think about this. Social media is not real life. You know what I mean? Real life is completely different. I I feel social media, people only portray their best selves, their happiest moments, but you don't see all the negatives. You don't see, all the backlash and the fights that happen, the arguments, all that stuff. So that's why, like, I try to I actually stay off social media on Valentine's Day because I'm not trying to see some BS or like people showing love just like it's like fake, you know what I mean? But what was I was gonna say? I was trying to talk about like how dates and stuff like that, they're completely different in college versus once you get into
real. No. But actually, before we go into that, there's like one more thing I want to. We were talking about the Valentine's Day and social media. Yeah. Like the one thing I was seeing a lot of all the fucking single women were posting Happy Valentine's Day, period. Like that shit was so annoying because they were like all like huddled around like a fucking circle, like fucking like with a bottle of rosé and like chocolates, and be like, I'm so happy to be independent. I don't need no man. But like in reality, like after all their fucking homegirls leave, like bro, they're like fucking watching like fucking The Bachelorette or some shit, like chugging the fucking bottle of rosé and stuffing their face with fucking chocolates because like they see like fucking all their friends in like happy relationships and shit, and they're alone. So like, bro, it makes them feel bad. Like, but the thing is like, bro, like the men feel bad too. But things like we don't got like a fucking like a male version of that. Like
that too. So
like men just fucking jack off during like I think men just fucking jack off, probably go to the strip club. Like who the fuck knows? Or maybe it's in their bag on their fucking A Boogie type shit. Oh god. Juice WRLD type shit, just fucking like
A Boogie. Shout out to you. I mess with this shit. I love your music. You need to release a new album, bro.
Bro, he's gonna drop soon, bro. Like
dropping next week.
Or... I don't even know. Like I hope soon. Like I remember like back during like 2020, he actually dropped on Valentine's Day.
Oh really? That's
like the Artist 2 album that shit dropped on Valentine's Day.
What a coincidence.
I'm not gonna lie. There was one time I almost had like a date on like 2020. I almost had like a date on Valentine's Day. That would have been like so much pressure.
That's the worst.
Nah, like you have to fucking pull up to a first date. You have to bring like chocolates and flowers. Be Happy Valentine's Day. Like even though I'm just fucking meeting you. Like
you know what's crazy? I think most men spend more money on Valentine's Day than their significant other's birthday. Or even Christmas, getting them gifts for them. Think about that.
Nah, that's actually I'm out of life for me. Like though, I spend more money on the fucking like a birthday and Christmas because I got like my ex fucking Air Maxes, bro.
Bro, that's a lot of money, bro. I would not go out my way to spend that much money. But she got you stuff too, right?
Nah, I'm not like I still be wearing that shit all the fucking time, bro. The fucking Nike, the fucking crew shirt, fucking got some like Nike sweatpants that are valid, bro. No, I wear that shit all the time, bro. Like I was wearing the sweatpants like dead ass like yesterday, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
They're that comfy.
Like this shit's clean too. Like you don't look. It's not like because it's nice colors. It's like well fitted. Like so it don't look like bum. You actually look like it's like fucking like low key. Like it's fucking like drip, bro. Like
yeah. Lately I've been wearing a lot more sweatpants and stuff because it feels comfy too. But I usually typically wear jeans, like these black like tight jeans. But at home I realize like sweatpants are probably it's a lot more comfy, and you can, especially if you got a girl, so you can cuddle and shit with her. But
yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I actually like dead ass wonder if she's actually gonna watch this shit. If you watch this shit, I'll get like an angry DM, bro. Be like, how did you post this? But I ain't say no one knows who the fuck I'm talking about. So I was like, yeah, whatever, bro.
Let's talk shit about it.
Nah, we're not talking smack, bro. Yeah. No, but
dates, college versus in real life. How in college you don't have to spend as much money because everyone's in the same place. You know what I mean?
Nah, that shit was so much easier in college, like, bro. Especially like the campus we were in, like, bro, everything was so close together. Like everyone was right next to each other, so you don't have to spend no money because you got to fucking like meal plan, like fucking like BRBs and shit, and like. Bro, like also like people didn't really have expectations. No one like had like fucking money like that. You know what I mean? So they weren't trying to like, expect me to drop like mad money on fucking like cocktails and like fucking like. Also, we're underage too for a lot of college, so like we couldn't even like go get fucking drinks at like a fucking restaurant or bar. But like but the thing is like most people like were fine. So bro, you could just pull up to their fucking crib or like go to the library, some simple ass shit that we have to spend no money and actually just like chill, talk to each other, and like get to know each other on some real shit. Like in the real like world, like everyone's got jobs and shit. So like you're expected to fucking spend money on the first date, like bro, because if you don't pay, like, you seen as a scrub type shit. So you have to go get. You always have to get fucking drinks, food, and in fucking New York, bro, that be costing like an arm and a leg to do that shit.
Oh my God.
Like sometimes you could probably finesse if it's like nice out, like in the spring, summer, like maybe in the fall, like you can like go to like a park that's nice and like look at a view of water because that's what I like to do because like I don't have to spend no money. Not but things like bro, like most but especially in the winter, like right now, bro, you always have to like go to like get drinks or fucking like restaurant type shit because bro, like also I feel like a lot of people always like want to eat. You know, personally, I don't even like eating on the first date because I'm usually too nervous, but I don't even have like an appetite type shit. You know what I mean?
I can relate to that too. Same thing. Because I feel like I'm focusing more on like trying to build a relationship and connection and having a good conversation with that girl rather than like eating and stuff like that. Plus, I think it's important when you go on a date that you don't go to the movies, you know, you don't go somewhere where you can't talk. You want to go somewhere where you can, you know, conversate with the girl, but also have fun too. So like a rooftop bar, that's something that's nice. I think you did that too, right?
You know, I've done that before. That's like lit. I don't mind. Actually, I'm fine with getting drinks, but I don't like doing both food and drinks. I don't really just like getting food either. Just like, bro, I'm usually not even hungry on the first date because, bro, I'm like a little nervous. So like, I don't have an appetite. And also, I'm focused on like getting to know her type shit. And also, alcohol naturally just loosens you up and makes conversation better. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to like get drinks like on a first date, or even like smoking. Like that's chill.
That's true. So when you like drink with, let's say, if you go on a date, do you mind if the girl gets drunk, or do you want her to just, you know, be like tipsy, or like, do you want to have a convo with her? Do you want to dance with her, or what do you care?
Like I'm like, she fucking with it, bro. I'm trying to get fucking lit, bro. Like I'm trying to get, bro. She's trying to take shots, bro. I'm with that shit, but like most of the time they're not trying to like get. Depends on the girl though. Some girls might want to get, they might go shot for shot with you, and that's fucking lit. I'm not lying. That's my type of girl, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Man, and be all in, you know, get all those shots with you and stuff, because it's more fun. Think about it, like when you're in that moment too, like you'll have a better time, and then you got a better connection and everything. And I think that's just, yeah, that's what you're looking for. You just want fun, you know what I mean? So
no, because I've been on a date with a girl and she wanted to get shots of Henny, bro. But like that was lit. But then I looked at the fucking like bill after that. I was like, God damn it, Charles, that must for one shot, bro.
all the cash is on my boy. Yeah.
Nah, but like they would like, but like fucking like it's so annoying. Like it's so annoying, bro. Like, that's why I don't like having food. I just like drink because like a lot of time, like if they don't want to go shots or like get multiple drinks, it's like to get a little cocktail that like honestly doesn't do shit to you because they watered the fuck out of that, and like they just be sipping on it like they sipping on like oh it's good like I was like oh I know it's just like yo and like I know I hate that like I just hate that shit like because bro if I'm trying to like because the thing is I have to go to a bar I know where I know that like fucking liquor hits you like the cocktails are nice and also it's like not expensive because I don't want to spend like fucking like $15 on fucking.
What bars do you go to in New York? Like, what bar would you like to take a girl to?
Actually, I know some. There's some in like. I wouldn't go to any of the ones in my area just because it's just like older. It's like an older like Hispanic crowd. Like I fuck with the music. That's my people's music and shit. But like, bro, like they're all like a fucking decade older than me. You know what I mean? And it's just like too loud and like you can't really hear what like Shorty is saying. But like I usually like going to like Brooklyn, like Williamsburg, Bushwick, like Astoria has some good places. Obviously, like there's places like downtown in the city and like near Columbia that are good. I know, but no, there's one bar I like going to. It's like cash only, and it's like, but the drinks are mad cheap. Like you get like a draft Budweiser is $2, one like cocktail $7, beer and a shot $5, bro.
That's a great deal. You save a lot of money too.
It's all young people in there, so it's so it's valid. Like, and also there's also like interesting ass people, like people to like come like sit with you type shit. Like everyone gets in on the conversation. Like I'm not like I've been there and I've like witnessed like dates over there, and I fucking just like me and my boys just like joined the table type shit.
That's great, bro. You guys dance too?
Yeah, nah, I do. Like if I want to dance, I'll just go to a club. Like bar, I'm not really like trying to dance like that unless like I'm sauced, she's sauced. Like,
What's your favorite experience? Like, what do you typically get when you're at the bar? Do you like get a cocktail or you mix that shit with like, Coke or get something on the rocks? You know what I mean?
Honestly, like, bro, I like getting like if I'm really trying to get fucked up, I get like a beer and a shot, and they usually just give you like the house tequila and like fucking like Tecate beer, that like Mexican beer.
That's good. I like
and like you, but that shit, but things like that shit like fucking fucks you up. It creeps up on you.
It creeps up on you.
But like if I'm getting cocktails, I like getting like rum and Coke because I'm like a rum person. Like
I usually get a Long Island iced tea.
I like that shit too because they put mad liquors in there and that fucks you up usually.
Oh, really good. Or Sex on the Beach I had in Las Vegas, and that had me turned. I was.
Well, what they put in that hole anyway?
I'm not really sure. It's like shots of vodka, mixed with like rum, I think. But it does get the job done. I'm telling you right now, it is like one of the best drinks, and it's really good too. It's like a margarita in terms of like sweetness. So that's one of my favorites, my personal to go, and it's pretty cheap too. I think it's like $10.
Well, like I also like mixing. I like Bucana. I like mixing like Bucana and cranberry or Bucana and Coke. You know Bucana, right?
Yeah, I had that.
Like the whiskey and shit. Like
I used to work at like summer of like sophomore year. I worked at a bar, so I kind of know a lot about like drinks and stuff. And so yeah, man, there's a lot of good drinks out there, but you just want to make sure it, gets you drunk enough, but not too drunk, just tipsy enough, but tastes good at the same time and doesn't cost as much.
Some of these drinks be like mad expensive for no reason, bro. Like,
and they don't do anything too. That's the worst.
But that was a problem. One problem with Vegas. Most of the drinks were so watered down. That shit got me mad tight.
Yeah. But weren't there a few times where you got free drinks in like the casinos?
Oh yeah, nah, because like bro, because in the Vegas casinos, if you like are on the slot machines or gambling anything, I didn't even gamble. Like I barely gambled, but somehow I was just sitting near on the fucking slot machine. So there's like and fake like put in like a fucking like quarter or some shit just so I can like get like some like drinks going to me. And once I actually this one time actually was like I put like a couple dollars in the fucking like slot machine, and bro, like they actually brought me like a fucking like cocktails, beer, and shit like that. But most of the time, bro, they didn't think you were doing nothing. They just ignored you. Like because they not playing, bro. Like because the thing is like they were good. Like, if you're not playing with their games, bro, like they been a W, bro. Like
yeah, but I feel like that's an easy way to get free drinks. You go to a casino. This only works in Vegas, by the way. It doesn't work in like DC or Maryland or New York. It doesn't happen. Just in Las Vegas. If you want a free drink, go to any casino, pretend like you're playing games, put $1 in the slot, just sit there and wait for the waiter to come, and you get free drinks. And that's what me and Nico did a whole lot. And that's how we, got a bunch of drinks for free.
Nah, I say that's how you pre-game in Vegas, like low key, like. But like, nah, like I feel like I can't because I know like weed is legal in like New York now. But I can't wait till it's like official, where you can like actually have like coffee shops like they do in like Amsterdam. So then that'd be like such a good date, bro. Like you just go to like the fucking coffee shop, chill, get some like weed that's like curated to your taste and like the feeling you want. Just like sit back, relax, and fucking chill, bro.
Why? Because now I don't want to just go to like Starbucks or some local coffee shop. I want something fancy where they have good treats, good coffee, and where I can have like a nice combo. You know what I mean? And like a good venue and a nice area. I feel like that's really important too, because coffee dates are like probably like they're really good for dates because you get to know the girl and girls love coffee too. So
Yeah, actually, like, yeah, no, I actually fuck with coffee is always like a good idea because like it's chill, low key, like not don't not go to like Dunkin' or Starbucks type shit, but if you go to like a fucking like little cafe or coffee shop, like that's always valid and like it's like nice for conversations, low key. Like if you're not fucking with it, it's like easily leave.
right.
Like, it's so easy to leave because you already paid for everything anyway. But like
And you save a lot.
you save a lot of money because bro, you're not gonna be spending that much bread. So there's this coffee and like a pastry or some shit. It's like nothing. But like, because the thing is, like, if you got a restaurant or something, you know, like, bro, you have to like fucking wait for the check and shit, and like, this is harder to go. And also, like, I honestly feel like I feel like you should. I personally only like starting with drinks first because it's like loosens everyone up and it's like, more chill. And well, if it's going really well, maybe we'll like, go like to a restaurant and get food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to like spend $100 on like steak, sweet potatoes, and cheesecake and all that at a restaurant. Plus, it takes so long, and yeah, I think coffee shops are they're quick and easy. You just go in and come out, and you have a good time, and you wake up too because that the caffeine and everything makes you straight. So
Also, if you just go get food right away, there's like no liquor at all. You guys just like fucking sitting there, just like staring at each other, type shit.
yeah,
This is like you have to ask like fucking like bullshit questions of fake being interested in them. You know what I mean? Like nah, like I don't know, like. But like I remember I saw like fucking like that YouTube video. I showed you that the other day. This YouTube video of like fucking like long live sir, like he was doing like how you be like on like your fucking first date and shit.
talk about that. So
No, like that shit was so accurate. It was fucking crazy. Like you like be like you'd be doing like some fake ass activity. Just be like, but the whole time you're not even thinking about that shit. You're just thinking about like, yo, like what the fuck am I doing next? Like you planning your next move type shit. Like
oh my god, that video is accurate. I think especially when you go on a first date, it's mostly the guy who has to make the first move. You know what I mean? Because whether you're trying to reach a shoulder around the girl or talk and stuff, I think most girls are shy. Not all of them, but majority of the time. And it's expected for the male to step it up a bit and continue that conversation and everything. So that vid was definitely accurate though. And yeah, but I feel like a lot of guys are kind of messed up because they just want sex from a girl, but women just want relationship. They just want love. But there's a lot of horny dudes out there, you know what I mean? And
yeah, I get that because a lot of dudes just want to smash. But even if you're not dead ass, bro, a lot of dudes just want to fucking clap, bro. But like, but the things like, bro, like, but like, if I just genuinely just want to get to know her and like chill and shit, like, you still want to break the like fucking like touch barrier. You know what I mean? And you still want to get that kiss, like low, like high key. You still want to get that kiss, like even because things like on a first date, like I don't actually expect anything crazy to happen. Like I'm not expecting like to get fucking schmacked off or like a fucking smash. Like nah, like I'm expecting at most to like best case I might make out. You know what I mean? Like, but like or even get a kiss. I don't care. I'm fine with you getting a kiss. Or even like no, I just want to like I kind of just want to like break like, if I'm fucking with her, like I want to just break the touch barrier because it makes everything a lot more comfortable and easier. Because you don't want the first time like you break the touch barriers like at the end like no one goes for the kiss and you just like fucking do that like bullshit hug. You're like,
feel about sex on the first date? You think that you think that's normal, or you think you should wait a few dates in, or do you think if you should be like a couple months in? What are your ideas on that
I mean, I've done it on the first date.
on the first date?
Well, I mean, at least like. I've done it on the first date. Another time, like it was on the table, but like to be honest, I was just like, I don't know, it just felt too rough. Like, I mean, but things like if I was like acting for like when I'm actually if I'm just trying to smash, bro, like first date, bro, I'm fucking with it, but 100%. On God, bro. Like, but like if I'm actually trying to like date you seriously, like I'm not. I'm just. If you like throw me sex on the first date, like I actually it throws me off guard because I'm just not expecting it. You know what I mean? If I'm like actually just trying to build like a genuine relationship with you, but because bro, like I've had it where like I was offered sex on the first date, but like I kind of just like I don't know. I don't know because I was like trying to like build like a genuine relationship. So I was like, yo, I feel like I was moving a little too fast. So I just did everything but actual sex that day and just did the next date.
Yeah.
And it ended up being something serious. You know what I mean? But like, but like honestly, I honestly feel like you shouldn't like do it on the first date just because like you just want to get to know the person and could be rushed. But like I don't think you should wait too long either, because like, bro, like sexual chemistry is like very important. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm so against people waiting till marriage to have sex. I
You
don't think
know?
that's even a thing anymore. I have this one friend who still believes in that. But I think that's like the dumbest thing. Because what if you guys get married and you figure out that you're not compatible physically? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, because
Divorce?
what happens like what happens like you fucking like date this girl for like 5 years and you finally like haven't had sex with her, then you fucking get married.
Mhm.
She has trash poom poom, or like the guy has like trash dick. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
marriage is not gonna work out if like the sex life is trash. You know what I mean? Because that's like a very important part of like marriage or just any relationship in general. So like I feel it's like very important, and I feel like something that shouldn't be held on. You shouldn't wait too long for it. But I see why you wouldn't want to rush into it. But like you don't want to wait too long because then like, bro, like also sometimes you could just lose like the excitement can just wear off just because, or like you could just be disappointed because like you waited so long, and then when you finally do it, and then when it actually happens, you might be a little disappointed. Because like a lot of the time when the first time people have sex is not gonna be like the best sex just because like you're not familiar with their body. Because everyone's body is different. It's not like the same thing with every person. You know what I mean? So it's not so like you're still gonna figure, and you don't know what y'all like. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what she like. You don't know she doesn't know what you like. So like it's still like it's not gonna like you have to do it a couple of times for them to get to know like your like kinks and like your preferences and shit when in the bedroom and shit. Like
I highly agree with that. Plus, like, I definitely agree with that. You have to like work it out and actually know each other. Because yeah, sex, there's a lot of things to sex, man. There's different positions, you know what I mean? You have to get used to each other's bodies and all that. So I'm totally against the fact that people should wait till marriage again to have sex. Speaking of sex, what's your favorite position, or what do you did with like past women? Yeah.
yo, I ain't gonna lie though, you saw my video, bro.
Yeah.
You saw my video. What's your favorite sex position? I was talking to some freaks out in the streets of New York, bro. But like, yo, like, high key is probably like I like when the girl's on top. Like
Same.
that shit. That's the best. Like reverse cowgirls, especially because I see her ass like right there, bro. Like you see that shit like fucking jiggle and shit, bro.
Urge.
But I also like it, just like regular top, just because bro, like her like titties like dingle all over my face. You know what I mean? But
You a tis guy or ass guy?
no, I like ass better, bro. Like I like the fucking like.
Bro, because I feel like everyone has an ass, but not everyone has tits. As weird as it is, so that's why I'm more of a tits dude. But I don't know. I feel like when I date girls, I prefer thick over skinny girls because you don't want them to look
Nah,
like
they're the same, bro. Like I like you have a little meat. Like I like the thick, like
exactly. She gotta have some thickness. Not no Kim K. That's beautiful.
because that's some fake ass booty. But like to be honest, like I don't know if I really care if it's fake, unless it's like fucking like cartoonish. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So who would you
Like,
consider like cartoon type of bod? Actually, that's kind of dumb. All those like girls.
a lot of those like Instagram like girls have be like looking like cartoons, bro. Because you actually walk in the streets or go out anyway, but like no one actually really looks like that. Like
No one, bro. And that's another thing. I think these girls look up all to these Nicki Minaj's and Kim Kardashian's and Kylie Jenner's when people don't look like that naturally. You got to understand they did plastic surgery. They don't look like that. Look at their past photos. They look like completely different
Yo, if you see like the fucking Jenners, bro,
Yeah.
like Kylie and fucking Kendall, like before and after, it's like fucking shocking.
Is
Like,
it? So, you can pull it up or
yo, like, bro, I could actually look that shit up. Actually, no, you wanna look that shit up? Like, yo, that shit's crazy. I'm gonna pull this shit up. Yo, like, you just see the before and after, like,
having a little mukbang here for y'all. I'm eating
what
some.
is that shit? Was that like a mozzarella stick?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Well,
Yo, where's that shit from?
it's from Sonic.
Nah, they don't got this in New York, bro. Like, at least like not in the city. I've never seen that shit here.
Sonic's is like a cheap Five Guys. It's pretty good though, but it gets the job done when it's late at night and there's nothing around. So I just eat that.
I don't know if I trust you because you were like in Vegas, you were like fiending for some Raisin Canes, bro.
Okay, so I know in the West Coast, In-N-Out and Raising Cane's are like the best fast food restaurants. So me and Nico, we went to In-N-Out and the line was super long. We had food there. It was pretty good. But honestly, I think it's overrated because it was like Five Guys in terms of like quality and everything. I just feel like the atmosphere was good, but In-N-Out was definitely overrated. Like it didn't taste amazing, like people say it is. It wasn't a 10 out of 10. I'd say it was like a 7 out of 10. It was kind
Yeah,
of
no,
mean.
I agree with that shit.
But Raising Cane's, I don't like. It's like some regular chicken restaurant. The only good thing is that they have good sauce over there. They're supposed to be known for their sauce, so that's why. But I'm not.
Who the fuck specializes in chicken tenders though? You know what I mean? Like, they want tenders with busting sauce. I'll go to fucking Popeye's chicken tenders. It's seasoned to perfection, bro. Like,
Yeah, Popeye is really good, man. They have a nice spicy chicken sandwich from what I heard. They're competing with like what, Chick-fil-A, I think. So
you know, I saw Racing Kings too. There's some like corny ass commercial with Snoop Dogg. This motherfucker just be doing everything, bro.
did you see the Super Bowl and Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre?
Eminem, Kendrick, like,
Apparently they're part of some like Mason neck or some Illuminati shit. Because I don't know if you watched the video, but Dr. Dre went like this, and that's like some Freemason neck symbol, some satanic like ritual shit. And so yeah, he went under fire. A lot of people were, like talking about Snoop Dogg on social media and shit because of that. But
that's some internet conspiracy shit though. So I don't think I buy it. You know what I mean?
same. I didn't buy it either, but there's a lot of people that agree and think it is. So it was interesting to look at. But I'm probably gonna look into that and figure it out more.
Oh, you know, by the way, though, I like saw. Let me share my screen because I found the before and after. It's I think in a Kendall Jenner.
See this, man. Look at the difference, guys. So I want you guys to look at them. They look completely different. Two different women.
Yo, is it showing? Yo, like look at this shit.
Oh, the full screen. This shit.
Wait, is it showing it?
It's showing it though. But yeah, you can see.
Oh fuck. Yo, I mean, she's like, but things like she actually wasn't as bad. I honestly think she's better looking than her sister.
I think
Kylie, the one that's scary, bro. Like how different it is.
Kendall Jenner might be. Kendall Jenner is just so fake, man.
Wait, it's not showing what I want. Like, it's like showing like current pictures. Let me look up this shit.
I mean, how you show it.
Oh, she
Nah.
looks like a completely different person.
Go to the dirt picture. Next one. With the X. Yeah, that.
Yo, this is crazy.
She went from white to Middle Eastern, bro.
Nah, like bro, like she doesn't even like she got like the fucking but things like this is not even like this is just the beginning of her plastic surgery because she got like a bigger lips, bigger titties, like her nose kind of changed, and she got big ass injections and shit too. Like, yo,
completely different.
bro, it's not even the same person, bro.
What I'm saying, women, please do not compare to these fake ass. I'm not gonna say it.
No, I'm gonna stop sharing this shit because this shit is like crazy. Like, bro, they just turned into a different person. Like, bro, I don't know if you saw like the fucking like you saw the Tinder swindler on Netflix.
Yes. Simon.
You know he tried, but then he tried to change his face and like he got like fucking like Like they wouldn't let him because that's only criminals do that. But like, yo, bro, if he really wanted to change his face, you should see like the fucking like Jenner's fucking like plastic surgeons, bro. They would have done him right. He wouldn't be looking like the same person. He could have still been on like fucking Tinder, fucking finessing the bag, bro.
Oh God, bro.
Yo, what you think about that though? Because that's crazy, bro. He like got these women to give him like fucking like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, he finessed a lot of women. I think it's because he knows how to like get into their feelings and he can talk really well. Because women are all mental. They don't care about physical looks as much as us dudes. So that guy, he was just really good at bribing these women, promising them that he would give them a lot more money in return.
Yeah.
So, but what he did was just basically he's really corrupt, right?
Yeah.
Their money and say that, you know, he'd give back the money in a certain amount of time, but he just cut off connection and stuff. So that's how those women got played. And of course, they're all in debt now. So just be careful when you girls are on Tinder swiping for dudes and stuff. If you ever see some guy and he's willing to like offer money and stuff like that, don't fall for those traps, man. There's a lot of
and don't ever give nobody money, bro. Like you just know them for like a month and a half, bro. Don't give them money. Like especially asking for fucking 40 fucking G's, bro. Like hell no. Nah.
Nunca. Don't ever give any dude money. Period, bro. Not want to do that because that's how you get played, man. There's a lot of.
But it's like the thing is like, bro, like he like convinced them like that he had money and he was like a billionaire and shit. For like he was like the heir of this like fucking like diamond empire because like he like took them to like really fancy restaurants. He took them on private jets and all that shit, wore like designer clothes. But all that shit was paid for from like the other women he scammed. It was like a whole fucking Ponzi scheme of like scamming women, bro. Like it was crazy. But like the thing is like a lot of people like had like negative backlash against these women. They're saying like they're gold diggers, bro. But like I'm not gonna lie. If they're really gold diggers, like why would they fucking give like $40,000-$50,000? You know what I mean? Like I think they genuinely fell in love with this guy because he was just charming and like made himself seem very vulnerable and shit. And they actually felt a connection with him, which is like I don't know, it was sad as fucked up. But also like the same time though, like it doesn't like for everybody, you just have to like know like the smart enough. Like, it's like never like no matter what, like I don't care like how in love you are with someone, like don't if they asking for like money, especially something of that large amount, like don't give it to them. Like question it. Like I would be like, nah, like I'm this is me. Like I know if someone asks me for anything like that, I'll be like, it could be even if it's like a really close friend, if they're asking me for that amount of money, I'm not giving to them. I'm like, yo, sorry, I can help you out another way, but like, nah, like
get your bread. They can ask a bank, get a loan or something like that. But if someone's asking you for that much money, especially thousands, that's a red flag. You got to watch out for that.
And he's supposed to be a billionaire, bro. You don't have like somewhere he can get some shit from. Like,
have so much money if people know that he's scamming women and stuff like that. How is he not in jail? I don't know how he got away with all that.
I think the reason he got away with it is because like he's always moving around all the time. So he didn't have enough jurisdiction and like technically like so like under like legal standards, like he didn't like they technically like gave like they like he technically like gave him they technically just gave him the money like willingly. So technically it wasn't like but like obviously he did trick them like OD, but like under the law there's not much they could really do. Because like when he was in jail for like 5 months or something, it was from like having a fake passport. It wasn't even from like all the money he stole from these women.
So he traveled around different countries, and that's how he got away with it.
I mean, like in his home country, he was like Israeli. Like he was like there was a warrant out for his arrest. Because he's been scamming since he was a youngin, bro. Like,
and you know what's funny? I think I heard he was trying to do something like open a business or something after he did all that, which is insane because. First of all, he should just be trying to escape and also everyone knows who he is now. So that's why I'm surprised how he still, you know, is getting away with all this. And he won a Netflix show, which is insane. Like,
I think now, like, cause I know I actually like looked up his Instagram after I watched the show. Like all he like had to like get like like a bunch of people unfollowed him, and like he had to get rid of all his like pictures on social media because everyone watched the show and it was like, yo, fuck you, bro, and like deservingly because they were he's like a piece of shit,
Mm-hmm.
but like I don't think he's gonna be as successful, like because everyone knows who he is now. So he's gonna like come up with some other shit, or like he's gonna have to like kind of change how he looks
Yeah, and I think
completely.
change his face or come up with some other way to make a lot of money.
Maybe he just like shave his head or something. Like I don't know, go like, get the baldy. Like
Because first of all, he's ruining my name, my legacy, because my name's Simon too. So screw that guy. But I may be black, but yeah, I don't know how he's gonna make money now because everyone knows who he is. Just good luck to him, though. I know good luck to him. Fuck him, bro. Never mind.
yeah, not good luck, bro. But honestly, like I hope the worst happens to him. Honestly, that's insane. Like he lied. Like he like made like 10 million, like I think over $10 million from doing that.
Yes, I'm good, man.
I don't know. I actually think like Netflix is actually gonna like make like an actual like movie about like a real like a movie, not just like a documentary.
Yeah,
And it's gonna go like more in depth about like how he started out. Like
I like how they're doing that because they're trying to, expose him for all the stuff that he did because you can't be doing that to all these women. You know what I mean? And he is a shitty person. Like there are a lot of he's a super narcissistic.
I think he's like honestly like a sociopath or some shit, bro. Like he had no remorse for anything he's done.
Think about all the emotional damage he did. How is he still doing it to multiple women and not feeling bad about it? It's just insane to me. Just robbing all these women of their hard-earned money. Or I don't know if it's hard-earned, but you know what I mean. And just brutally like just making them in debt. Like think about it. I could never do that to one person or anyone, but to do that to like 20 or 30 women, it's just ridiculous. So
Bro, it's probably more than that, honestly. Like
I don't even know. It's probably hundreds of women, to be honest. And the fact that he made his bread that way, that his money that way, and he's I think as if he's living a lavish life, is just sad. It's like go to hell, man.
like bro, like I don't know. Like the thing is like there's a way you be like it'd be nice to have all like the material and like luxurious shit, but the way you earn that money really is like important too. Because you want to be earning that shit honest, like way, bro, like in a honest, like dignified way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like how you earn your money also shows a lot about who you are as a person too. And yeah, you should grind for it. You should not just rely on other people or do it like that because karma's gonna come and bite you in the ass, man. It's gonna get you back. So make sure that you do your work and get your bread up the right way. Don't be doing drugs. Don't be scamming, stealing, or robbing other people. Don't do stuff like that because it's gonna hurt you in the end. Believe me, and it's not sustainable. You want to do something that's sustainable.
Also, even like other things, just like honestly, feel like just like selling off your body and shit. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, even though it's technically like in some forms it's like legal, but like in the end of the day, it just has like a lot of like consequences and implications to your life because like it's like because at a certain point, like you're gonna age out of that type of thing. Like whether it's like fucking like OnlyFans, like stripping and shit like that. Like it's legal and stuff, but like everyone's gonna see you do it. You know what I mean? It's all over the place, and it's gonna affect once you leave. It's gonna make your life harder. Like once you try to like go out in the world and get like a regular job. You know what I mean?
Especially when people recognize you, and like that's gonna live with you for the rest of your life. Because once you post something online, it's always gonna be there. Remember that. It's not gonna just magically disappear. That's gonna follow you for the rest of your life. So honestly, anyone can do what they want with their body and stuff, but I just think about it more smartly. Like think about it, think about your future. Think about all the people that will look at that, your sons, daughters, family, all that, future employers. So you want to be careful. I think that's making sure that you're doing the right thing and not, self or even harming yourself. Because there's a lot of, predators out there looking for women and shit. So if you expose yourself online, you better, you'll pay the consequences. So just be careful with that. Yeah.
I don't even gonna lie. Like, honestly, like when I like went to the strip club, I honestly like felt bad for like some of us for like the women and shit in there. You know what I mean? Like they're making money, but like they're not. They can't be happy with what they're doing. Like they have to deal with like gross, creepy men like every day. Like so a lot of the men that go to these places are like regulars and shit too. I get like, because the thing is, you know, you have a problem, bro. Like when like the strippers like know you by your name. You know what I mean? Like
I think some of these false names, like I don't know if that girl's name was really Foxy, the one that we met, for
no,
example.
none of them have to use their real names. They use like fucking. They have stripper names for a reason. They fucking Sapphire, Diamond. Like inside my stand-up set, they named after a fucking like precious gem or fucking country like China, fucking India, bro. Like them type of names, bro. You got the fucking nationality ass names, like I said before, bro.
They got like these rapper names and everything. It's kind of cool. Like I like it, but yeah, I would never use my real government name. Just like what I'm doing right now. Y'all don't know my real government name. You just know me as Simon. You just know this guy is Nico, that Chico. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, bro. Like, bro, I can't be having no one my full government ass name, bro. Because like, yo, I can't be. You know what I mean? It's no one's business. I have a sense. I need my privacy and shit. Even though I'm here to like entertain everybody and like build like a brand. Like I still like have like you still have like a right to your privacy, even though you are putting stuff out there.
Right.
Yeah, no, but like, yo, it was great like having this conversation, bro. Like, yo, we definitely gonna be doing this again next time. Like, hopefully we're gonna have another guest coming in too.
Yeah, we'll make it more living. But yeah, subscribe to the channel right now, Nico, that Chico. Click that button, like, subscribe, and comment. We out.
Like, you know the vibes. Peace.
Peace.